Hello, this is a short tutorial on 107 linear equations graphing, okay? So what you see over here is another example of an input-output table. It's a function table, and you knew it before as an input-output table, okay? And these things over here that are highlighted, okay, are called coordinate points, okay? So what are the coordinate points? These points are going to be used to graph a line, such as this one below, okay? So when you have a set of coordinate points, you look for it over here, okay, in the grid, okay? So for example, okay, we have two sets of coordinate points, okay? 1, 1. And why is it 1, 1? Because if you look over here, this is 1, see? And this is 1. Now, please remember, okay, the coordinate points are ordered x and then y. So this is x and this is y. So when you look at the points, the first one goes to the x-axis. The second one goes to the y-axis. There it is, okay? So let's look at 3, 0, okay? So 3 is on the x-axis, so that's why it's here. See, x-axis. And 0 is over here, okay? On the y-axis, that means the y has no value, 0 value. So that's why this is on the line, okay? So once you have those two dots, you can create your line. You only need 2 points to make a line, okay? So let me just put that there, okay? So these are the coordinate points that you use to mark a location. It's like a map, and I'm sure you did this in geography, in humanities, okay? So, as I said, 3 is x, 0 is y. That's why 3 is on the x-axis, okay? And the same thing with this one, okay? The first is on the x-axis, the second is on the y-axis. So it just happens to be the same, 1 and 1. So there you go, 1 and 1, okay? So always remember, the first term of the pair is always the x value, okay? So let's go to this one. What is slope and gradient? Slope and gradient is the steepness, okay? When we talk about steepness, sometimes you have lines that go this way. Sometimes it goes a little more slanted, okay? This is the steepness, okay? How slanted it is. So it's talking about steepness and the direction, okay? So we talked about steepness, and now we're going to look at direction. So there are 4 ways your line can go, and that tells you what type of slopes they are, okay? So look at the first one. The first one slants to the left, okay? If it slants to the left, it's called a negative slope, okay? Like this one. This is a negative slope because it slants to the left, okay? Now, if the slope slants to the right, to this side, to the right, then it's called a positive slope, okay? If the line is parallel to the y-axis, that means it just goes straight up and down. It does not slant. It is called an undefined slope. And if the line is parallel to the x-axis, okay, it doesn't go up and down. It just goes left and right. There's no slant. It's called no slope, okay? So those are the 4 types of slopes. Now, when you graph here, you see the first one has been done for you, okay? So first of all, let's look at the coordinate points. So you have -10, -10. So look for negative 10 here. So you have to number your grid. You can see I did that, okay? So this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, the only reason I went 2, 4, 6, 8 is so that my grid will not be too crowded. Because if I put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it's going to be too crowded, okay? So you can, as long as the intervals are equal, it's okay, okay? So 10 would be here. So see, there you go. 10 for the x-axis and 10 for the y-axis. So you have your 2 points there and they meet over here. So this point I labeled 10, negative 10, negative 10. Always remember, x is first, y is second, okay? The next one is negative 7, negative 7. So negative 7 is over here. Negative 7 is over here. So if I just extend the line, it would meet at this point. Okay, so that's why this point is called negative 7, negative 7. Next is 2, 2. Okay, so 2 for the x is over here and 2 for y is over here. So if I extend the line, they will meet at this point, 2, 2. And 6, 6, okay? 6 is over here, 6 is over here in the y-axis. So if you just extend the line, you will see that it meets over here and you label it. Once that's done, all you have to do is to connect the dots to make your line, okay? Now, the line is leaning to the right. Now, what did we say it was? Leaning to the right is a positive slope, okay? So that's why it's a positive slope. So let's look at number 2. Again, the first thing you need to do is to label your axis. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay? And I just went up to 10 because look at the maximum value. The highest is 9. So I don't need to go more than 10. Okay? So this would be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Negative 2, negative 4, negative 6, negative 8, negative 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Negative 2, negative 4, negative 6, negative 8, negative 10. Okay, if you notice, okay, I just want to make sure you know, to the left and going down, that is the area of the negative, okay? Left and down, this is the negative side, okay? And up and right, okay? Up and right is positive, okay? So up and right, that's the positive side, okay? So as you can see, I labeled it positive, okay? Positive, and the lower ones are negative, okay? So remember that. So let's plot the first one. Negative 8 and 9. So let's plot this first one. So it's negative 8, which is over here. Okay, let me use another color, 8. And 9. 9 is over here. So what you need to do, you just need to extend your line and you will see that it meets over here. So let's label that negative 8 and 9. Remember, x first, y is second, okay? So let's plot the next one. Negative 7 is over here and positive 8 is over here. So I'm just going to extend it. And there's my next line. And I'm going to label it negative 7 and 8. Okay? Let's do the third one. 7 and negative 6. So now x is positive. So we go over here to the positive side. Okay? 7 and negative 6 over here. So I'm just going to extend the lines and it intersects over here. So this will be 7, negative 6. And let's just use another color for the last one. 9, 9 would be here, and negative 8 is here. So let me just extend, and 9 is over here. So this is the point, okay? 9, negative 8. So all you have to do now is to connect the dots, okay? So do it very carefully. I usually just use a ruler, okay? Because sometimes you can use the straight line tool, but sometimes it doesn't just go to where you want it to go. For example, see, I use the straight line tool. Let me change the color. Let's use okay, brown. Okay, so you try to get your line as straight as possible. So, well, I just used freehand, so my line is not that straight. So you can freehand. If not, you can use a ruler, okay? But you can see that the line is straight and what slope it is, okay? What is its slope? It's slanting to the left, so this would be a negative slope, okay? So hope this tutorial helps you to be able to answer number 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, bye-bye.